goodness. Hey, that was a lot of damn poker. A lot of damn poker we played, a lot of damn poker we watched and analyzed. Um, if you're watching that, good on you if you watch that. If you're watching this, I'd say good on you too, but like, I'm just questioning your sanity. Um, I don't know why you want to watch me again at 12 midnight, but you know what? We're gonna be betting some horses from the wonderful country slash island slash continent of Australia. Here we go. We have all 91 cents in our account. We are not looking to spend too much here. We have 91 cents. We're going to go 1909. So we have 20 bucks in here. We don't need to break the bank. All right, so here's what we're going to we'll be listening to, and I will bring up the video when it pops up, but you'll be able to hear the audio in the background as I'm going through these races.
Down the back of the there, Mr. Hanson. No red light just yet. Racing though, missing the start there.
We'll watch this bad boy.
Advance warning slow early again, came out 3 to 4 lengths behind the field. Now downloading away best of all. Handy there is Great Powers, and likewise Coastal Prince out 3 and 4 wide. Coglair's off the track going forward. Amanda Max.
So if you've never watched Australian racing, some tracks go clockwise and some tracks go counterclockwise. If you never watched Australian racing, you're probably wondering like, what the hell? They're going clockwise. But yeah.
Roll clear by length and a half from Coastal Prince and downloading. 2 lengths away for Great Powers. And 5th is Amanda Matson, 6 and 3 wide. Tokariki Lad around Oink and Disillusion. Then miming over on the outside of Speaking Bad. Third last there is Alpine Dance. The second last Advance Warning. And still Profit the outside. His tail end Charlie. It must be 10 to 12 lengths off the leader. So Coglair by 3/4 here to Coastal Prince. A length and a half to downloading. Great Powers 4th and 5th. Tokariki Lad has been wide. Oink's on the outside of Amanda Max. Disillusion. Miming Speaking Bad.
Oh my goodness, he hasn't moved a muscle on the leader. Hasn't moved a muscle. He's going to beat the brains out of this field. He didn't move a muscle, but as soon as he did move a muscle, nothing. He's getting swamped. Jesus. No heart. No heart whatsoever. I mean, you could do a lot worse than betting a horse named Profit. Even a favorite. 24 to 1, or 72 to 1. Triple. Nice triple payoff. We'll keep that. We'll move that off screen. We'll keep the audio on. We are looking at Australia Race D. Just trying to check the scratches. 2, 6, 9, and 13. We got 2 minutes to post. 3D. 3D Flemington. This is a cool track to watch and bet. One of the top tier Australia tracks. So let's see. Let's find this program here. Okay. So we are looking at race 3D, 2, 6, 9, 13 are scratched. The one's in favor right now. We're going 7 furlongs. Open 3-year-old race. Here we go. We'll look closely at this. The one's a New Zealand import. First start in Australia. This looked good in New Zealand, but I don't know. It's 4. We won't know until he races. But there's a lot of touting on him. All right, 3 horse, post 10. I'm second race off a rest. Came blazing from the back last race, way too far back. Post 13. Flemington's definitely more forgiving to closers on a long straightaway. 3 is definitely an interesting play. He's getting some action. He's 9-2 right now. 4, even sort, soft ground last time. I don't like how he didn't do anything at this country track. Trying to handicap this quickly. We'll go over when we have more time what everything means here. For now, just trust me. Alright, 5, 6 is scratched. Now, I haven't seen anything that kind of jumps out at me here yet. Wow, the 8s come from all kinds of weird spots. Big stakes last time. Came from last, outside post. Came from last, 7 furlong race. From the worst post on the track. He's 10-1. That's interesting. No, honestly, there's no reason to not like him a little bit here. 10's an absolute bomb. Kind of even. Interesting. Gets a good post. 11. Also price. Right even. Nothing too bad there. Oh, Craig Williams, probably the best rider. You know, definitely in the top like 3 Australian riders. 13 scratch. Looks like a 14. Nah, he's short. 12. Okay, so we're gonna try a little something. We're playing 8 with a 10, 11, 12. They're filling the gate here. So just a quick rundown of every horse in this race. One's coming from Australia. They're touting him. He has every right to be good or not good. Taking a chance that he's not going to be good. Well, let's watch the race. We need the 8 to win. We bet the exact 8 to win, 10, 11, 12 in the second. 8's on the rail, so we need him. We want to see him break okay. And he breaks the worst. But I mean, his racing style is running from last and sweeping the field, so we'll see how it goes. All right, look, the 8's moving. So the 8's here. 8's here, back here, with the white and orange. He's moving up on the inside without much urging, so he's going willingly. He's going to have to ride for luck. He's going to have to get around a wall. He's definitely not. He's not spending much, though. He's moving nicely. He's going to need to find. He's going to need an opening. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting. Now he's got to shove out. He's got to shove out. He's got nothing. Not good enough. And look at this shit. This fucking 10's blowing up the board. Oh my god, that was an 8 flying from nowhere. What? You gotta be shitting me. No way. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Oh my god. You have got to be shitting me. I gave up on the 8. He was last. He's last at this point. I'm pointing at him on the screen with the look at this. He's dead last here. Oh my god. That's unbelievable. Wow. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh my god. That's all on video too. That's unbelievable. I gave up on him. I gave up on him, and then they call him just jumping out of the ground. I knew he was a deep closer, but gave him up for dead. He had 100 yards to run, and he's last. Fucking second coming of Chautauqua there. Oh my god. So,
comes forward for Jeff Penza and Yorkshire Rock to be the last one.
so it comes 10-8. I have an 8-10 exacta. I don't have a 10-8. And the 10's a mega bomb. I liked them. And the 8 is just unbelievable. I can't. Unbelievable. I have no words for that. And I have a lot of words for a lot of things. I have no words for that. I can't believe what just happened in that race. So let me move. So the 8, who was a super ultra mega closer, who started on the rail, ends up in the middle of the track, gets beat by a head from the 10, who was bombs away. Second race off a short break. I mean, his racing style and his numbers indicate he's competitive in this bunch, especially from post 3. Wouldn't have to do a lot of work. So let's go see the payoffs. This is sickening. This is disgusting. I'm just like, wow. I guess it makes for good streaming. So to show you what the payoff would have been, here's Australia D. So I bet the exacta probable. So 810 was paying $507 for the $2 payoff. So I would have got half of that. So would have got back $253 and change. And 10-8 is paying $800. So if I would have just simply reversed my exacta, if I would have played 8 over the 10, 11, 12, and 10, 11, 12 over the 8, I would have got $400 back. Instead, we are left wondering why the 8 didn't gear up until he was way deep. Way deep. Oh, God. Okay. All right, regroup. Just really crazy. Really crazy there. All right. I'm gonna have to rewatch that one, that race. Ooh, okay. So let's take a drink of water. All right. Let's see what we got here. Australia C. We'll check the track condition. Australia C. Put that up. Track is listed as good. Let me bring up the audio.
She's in great order. She has been the entire time this campaign, and she is one horse that I must say has always turned out in excellent shape. She always has a great coat on her. She very often has those shackles going all the way through it, and she carries
Okay,
great
so
condition.
here's
So
what we got here.
another
Here's what we
great
got.
play from her, and hopefully she can go out on a winning note.
Irathea won this race last year at Hawkesbury. Bjorn Baker, Tim Clark.
Yeah, got a good chance again considering her racing pattern. 5 weeks in a trial since
So
disappointing in the
let's see if
Sunlight
there's any.
Stakes.
There
Their
is
previous
one
Sydney form
scratch,
was
so
great.
12 is scratch. Track
So it
is
could be
good.
hard.
Okay, so let's kind of go through here. Going 6.5, Philly Mare Open, Grade 3. All right. So we are looking at a big old stakes race here. The one has Huey Bowman, probably the top rider in Australia. He was a regular rider of Lynx, possibly Australia's best horse ever. Her and Black Caviar are both great. Let's see what we got here. So, well, 6.5. She hasn't been good in a long time, this one horse. It's 2 out of 5 at the track. 1 for 1 going this distance, so yeah, I can't back her when she just hasn't done anything recently. I mean, these are big races, but there's really no excuse in that last one. And she has to carry the highway. All right, the inside. So in Australia, the inside is the highway, not the post. In America, the post is the head number, but here in Australia, the highway's the head number, and then the post is listed below. Okay. So the two, here are the last 2 races on the good track have just been absolutely miserable. Something went wrong there. We'll excuse that. Good race at the mile on the soft track. Just hasn't looked good. Hasn't looked good sprinting. We'll pass for now. We'll see if there's better. What else we got here? All right, 3. 3 Rick came off a layoff, grade 2, heavy track. Toss that. I don't know what happened at the end on November 30th. May say something down here. So this 11th. Doesn't see anything. This race down here makes the horse very competitive. These 2 races are worthwhile. I don't know what 3's going to show up though. The odds are going to be right there, that's for sure. Yeah, this is weird. Like the horse just doesn't. Very bad form. Very bad, consistency form-wise. Okay. Horse coming off a little mini layoff. It's an outside post. I'm not a big fan of that. We're gonna have to check the rest of the field. 5 coming off another break here. It's hard to gauge this form of these horses coming off like several month layoffs. 6, Bangkok. Good at the distance, good at the track. This is the issue here. Horse's record on the dry track's not particularly good. So it's maybe a good toss here. Maybe a good toss. Okay, 7 horse. Dyslexic. has speed, but hasn't shown much. I don't know if toss that last race. Didn't have a post. Did have a post out here in these grade 2s. It was competitive, really. Right there. Okay at this track. Good at this distance. Definitely an interesting one. There's some backing. This horse is 3-1. Someone likes him. Now this doesn't look like Yates' race. Looks a little slow. Looks a little slow. 9. Gets the far outside post. Talk about, man. Owners and traders, you've got to be pissed about this. 14, 10, 14, 8, and 9. You know, and the luck continues. Gets the 15 post here. Just not. Oh, that's infuriating. As a horse owner, I can tell you that's infuriating. The horse isn't bad though. God, it'd be really nice to see what he could do from like a really good post, but he hasn't been able to overcome. So playing a toss here. 10's a deep closer, just not up to snuff against this bunch. 11. Same stable as 10. 11 is 11's an okay runner. This looks like a little deep for the 11, not getting any serious weight allowances. 13. All right, here we go. Now we're starting to. My head around that. You know, these horses are all 50-1 for a reason. Trying to see if anything jumps out. 14 is really interesting. That's 15. Yeah, 15's a rank outsider. Okay. No one stood out from what we saw here. So let's work through the field here. Work through the field, see what we got, see if we can kind of figure out what the pace scenario is going to be. This one horse, wow, this is. I mean, I'll tell you, if the one can't beat this bunch, where it's just very unassuming bunch. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got? Come back to the 2. Oh man, that's such a weird, bad race on the 20th, on March 20th. I like that. Latest outing race below expectations. Yeah, you fucking think? Fucking didn't do anything. Yeah, got him a clear lead. That was a fast. That's a fast 5 furlongs. It was outran him. But I mean, come back to the sprint. There's no way he doesn't get outrun again. She doesn't get outrun again. Moss trip. Throw out the last race. Throw out this effort. Very odd effort before the layoff. There's 2 races, so these are really good. These are really good races. We're gonna put that in the memory bank there. Oh, no idea what to do with the 4. Just none. I don't think the price is right there either. Let me look at the 4. Yeah, we're betting the 4 a little bit. I can't do it. Can't pull the trigger there. Honestly, if If I'm going to pick, the 5 and 4 have a similar profile, I probably bet the 5 if I'm just going to take a stab. We look at the 6. I'm not a big fan of the good track form. So right now we got 3 and the 5. 5 is value here. 7, we got 3, 5, 7. 7's bumped up. Remember, he was 4 to 1 earlier, now he's 8 to 1. 3, 5, 7. 8's kind of a no-go. Nothing. 9. 5 or 7. That's 9. God, this is such bad luck on post. 10's probably going to be too far back. 11. The rest are pretty ranked. Let's see if we can get the bet in. 5 with the 3, 7, 9. I'm taking the 5 because he's a toss, better toss. And then we're going to put our 4 bet bucks. We're going to put 2 to place and show wimpy bets on the 3. And we're going to go to the
Carrying the Australian Army colours here,
Go to here.
over Bangkok. Now it's carrying the white club colours here. Don't look for the normal black colours on Bangkok. The white club colours. It's a $6.
Oh, and just as they do that, we get to see on screen what the 10-8 pays. Oh my god.
Out 9 now. Dyslexia's
Oh man, puke.
15 into 9. Sweet Scandal 18 into 12. Lizzie's picking a yard. And just having a look, doubled its hold today, courtesy of Lizzie tipping it up. So there's been 12,000 go on it since Lizzie's tipped this up, Sweet Scandal. Do you reckon she hasn't got a following? Nantali goes 10 out to 13. Moss Trip a little trim up as well, 21 into 16. So playing horses outside the favourite here, Greg, but she runs clear favourite in her time, her last start.
It's 3 to get set. Then Charlie moves into the gates. Last year's winner, Arathea, coming up, and Sweet Scandal. Intention to be further forward today from the outside gate. Just about set to run. Ready for the Hawkesbury Crown. Set. Light blinks away.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
All clear from the back, and the girls are away. Multaja drifting back from the gate early on in the race. Arathea, the first one out, going forward as Connemara. In her time, nice and prominent. Bowman's put her right up on top of the speed. She'll settle down third. 2 lengths away to Nantali, the outside of Miss Steed, and then followed Bangkok, midfield the rail. Moss Trip a fraction wide, the outside of Sprome. Dyslexic next on the inside. Sweet Scandals drifted back to 5th last with Slow Burn. Then Insensata. Second to last is Nikki Gold, and last of all is Multaja.
Interesting. Alright.
In front, leading by half a length to Connemara. In her time in 3rd spot as the leader steadied up. Nantali off the track trying to slide forward. Bangkok improving the inside, then Miss Steed at Moss Prep. Dyslexic behind those, then Strome, Sweet Scandal. Insensata, Slow Burn, Multaja, Nikki's Gold. 350 left to run.
Oh man, it's still anybody's race here.
She lets down on the outside. Connemara, Bangkok trying to squeeze through, one off the fence. Then followed Dyslexic, needing away clear. 150 to go. In her
Get this 3 up for a piece. Here's the 3. Here's that 9. God damn it. Oh god.
Photo third, Dyslexic or Arathea. Then followed Multaja. Next in was behind those Moss Trip and Strome, Bangkok, Steed, Slow Burn, Nikki's Gold, and towards the tail end, Nantali, Connemara. And one of the last ones in was Insensata. Well, she's come to spoil the party.
Yes, another fairy tale ending has been spoilt at this Fordham Carnival, and this time Lizzie Jelce joins in the party with Sweet Scandal at $11.70 and $3.50. She's come with a huge run to deny in her time a win at her very last start. She's going to run second, and third home Dyslexic just in front of this race's last year winner, Arathea.
Yeah, you could Lizzie stuck with her all the way through.
Oh my
It didn't
goodness.
work out, but he went to plan B, Glenn Bosch, when he knew they were running 10-5s there mid-race. So he just sat back, and she's finished off like a beauty, and then lands some really nice bets, 19 to 14 there late. no real excuse, I would have thought, for in her time. She was there to win the
Yep,
race.
there's that
She
9.
knows she
When
had
you
the big
looked,
weight,
when
but
we
she
went
kept
through,
trying to
we
wait
knew
and
the 9.
see, and just
9 had
didn't
just gotten
come on with
terrible
it. Having a
posts.
little trouble securing a run at the right time. Multaja will keep for next time.
But he had,
Good tip.
she had
Sweeps
talent
in,
for
and
sure.
here's the Hawkesbury crowd. Quaddy starts next. The Gold Rush.
Yeah,
Race
I mean,
5
good ride
starts.
by Glenn Boss.
Time to take a look at the horses for race 6.
Nothing to say about that. Yeah,
Tidy 3-year-old plate.
wish I
Right
would
over
have,
a mile.
wish I would have backed
Favourite
the
is
9 with the
at around $3 against
funds
Came very short
instead of the
this year.
3, but so it
First,
goes.
Nazi Guntuntes. He's had 2 runs from a spell, and Rob Heathcote trains in Aidan Thompson in the saddle.
All right, on to Australia. On to race 6 at A. 2 scratches, 4 and 12. Sunshine Coast, going a mile. All right, well, let's go through this field. 3-year-old open. Oh man, so done. Really, really ugly so far in 2020. Let's see. Last race, raced crazily through a shoe. That's no good. Race before that, broke almost last on a soft track, so maybe there's an excuse there. Maybe there's excuses in the last 2. Aidan Thompson's a good apprentice rider. I mean, this horse has some really good form back here. I mean, really good form. Yeah, I mean, weight shouldn't be an issue. Horses carried this kind of weight before. Look at this. Yeah, Profit. That's the horse that won last race, which I believe was a stakes race. So, you know, this horse definitely has looks. We'll come back to him. Justin Huxtable. I don't know. Doesn't have any form at the mile. Doesn't show any form at the mile. We'll have to come back to him too. I don't like the post. I don't like the lack of mile form. Yeah, we'll come back to him. He's a favorite right now, interestingly enough. 3, another real interesting one here. 3 ran a mile there. Class race of last year's prep. Speed-wise, really good. Best horses races put in, speed figure-wise. Man. Interesting, good stuff there. Definitely come back to him. 4 scratch, that's like 5. These last race have been really awkward. Pass. 6. We can use that last race. Has some chances at a big odd second or third, maybe. I don't like the 7's lack of mile. Yeah, 8's too slow. 9's too slow. 10 is too slow. 11. Yeah, 11 is maybe third. Let's put our money on the 1. Set that 9 to 1. Who else do we like here? We like the 1, 3, 6. Play low exacta. 1 with the 3-6. And if the 1 runs back, oh man, they're already off. Let's watch it.
Brilliantly, Epicurious came out 2 lengths behind them today, but Stampy's got the lead. Wapatee's rolling forward, and likewise Warp Speed the inside. A length and a half to Grenadiers, and then we've got Ziemba, and Guntone's out 3 wide going forward. Moshiki's over on the inside of Miss Penfold. Third last Ballistic Boy on the outside of Dawson Delight. A length and a half to Epicurious.
Well, here's our 1 here, and it looks like he hasn't worked out that whole racing erratically thing.
Next one there is Grenadiers. Over on the inside there is Moshiki. Ballistic Boys. Ziemba's out 3 wide.
He's settling down a little, not too bad.
Dawson Delight, and 3 wide there is Miss Penfold at the back of the field. So Stampy by 2 lengths here from Wapatee. Third is Warp Speed. Fourth and 3 wide Guntone's down the side. Around Grenadiers over on the fence.
No, we don't like him being 3 wide the entire damn mile, but he's relaxed though. And his best crushes this field. Let's be honest here. Crushes them. So if he's got something in the tank, he should just sweep them. All right, his head's cocked to the left. God. Source has no idea. He hates that guy. Oh, Lord.
Ballistic Boy goes to Wapatee. Ballistic Boy draws clear. Ballistic Boy defeats Wapatee. Miss Penfold, good luck for third.
Oh, my God.
Further back was Grenadiers and Ziemba. Trailed over by Guntones, who was wide. Epicurious and Dawson Delight. And Warp Speed at the back of the field.
Fucking horse is green as grass. Oh, man. That's okay. Come back to Flemington. All right, 4, just the 4 is scratched. All right, so let's go to the program. 1 mile and 5/8. Okay, well, there we go. Melbourne Cup winner right there. And he just started his prep. Run a couple big races there. Obviously, you have to think about him. It's obviously a distance horse, but we'll glance at the rest of the field. 3. Came from Europe. He's used, I think these are French tracks. It's like, you know, when he first got here, he was racing on the front. Suddenly, this prep, they're trying to race him from the back. Four scratch will step on. That's fine. Seem to win. Good idea. We're really kind of skim handicap because we're not seeing anything that jumps out with any of these runners. Interesting. 12's really lightly raced. Should be better with distance. It's good odds. 20-1. Yeah, 14. This is way over his head. 13. Huh. Weird. No way. if they took the horse to the hurdle, they clearly don't think highly of him as a regular flat horse. So, oh, let's use a 12. Yeah, definitely gonna put the 12 in there. So 3 looks really interesting. So let's go. How much more do we have left? We have $4. Let's put another bullet. $20. So the 1 is obviously your heavy favorite. 312.
Now Humboldt Current goes into the stalls with Ventura Storm. Here's Good Idea now loading up. Ventura Storm comes along, but also Hackey. Vow and Declare about to load up. So getting set for the running of race number 4. Really looking forward to this one. The William Newton BC Handicap with the Vow and Declare. Third run this preparation, coming back from better races through the
So we played the favorite, the 1 over the 312.
Good Idea in rideless. Gayatri comes up. Miramar, Beau Belmain.
1 with the 312, with the 2 312 and the triple. Then in case the 1's absolutely terrible, we box the 312, and then we bet the 12 flat. So we'll see how this goes.
On Victorian official prices as well. Jack Regan comes along. Jack Regan coming up. Miramar along with Sin to Win and Vivid Red Sky will be the final 3 to load up. Look at a few of these other runners in the race at longer odds. We've got Skelm and the $19 mark. Beau Belmain a tickle there, 61 into 31. Good Idea, 15.
Really interesting to see how the 12 runs this race.
Just about right as Vivid Red Sky is brought forward. 2,600 metres, they're all in. Beau Belmain all going off. They're in barrier number 12, in tandem with Beau Belmain. They settle. Ready. Racing. Vow and Declare from barrier number 3 away really cleanly and finds himself in front in the first 100 with Miramar, Hackey. Scholarly from the deep and Beau Belmain, so 5 across the track. Skelm behind them. From Ventura Storm, Humboldt Current pinned away the inside from Good Idea, Sin to Win, Jack Regan, Gayatri. Vivid Red Sky is at the back. So they head towards the first turn. Scholarly trying to cross. Vow and Declare is going to get the box seat. Hackey and Beau Belmain deeper. Then Miramar, Humboldt Current. A link Ventura Storm. Next is Skelm, 2/3 down the field. 3 deep from Jack Regan, Good Idea. Over a length, Sin to Win, Vivid Red Sky, and Gayatri at the back. To the Maribyrnong River side of the track with about 1,800 metres to run. It's Scholarly and Beau Belmain by 3 lengths to Hackey. Vow and Declare fourth. The inside settles well from Miramar. A length to Humboldt Current, Ventura Storm, and then Jack Regan.
So here's our 3, here's our 1, and here's the 12. All in good position right now. I wouldn't expect the 13 to run too far.
About 2.5 to Hackey racing in isolation. 3 lengths Vow and Declare fourth. The fence from
3's in a really good spot, as a matter of fact. Especially a horse that's been known to be on the lead at distances like this. And they've been teaching him how to settle.
Towards Chiquita Lodge at the 1,200 metres, and eventually Beau Belmain has sustained a margin by a length and a quarter. Scholarly second, and for a 2,600 metre race, the splits have been pretty good. A length and a half to Hackey third. 4 lengths Vow and Declare on the fence. They were followed next in the field past the 1,000 metre mark.
I'd love to see a 312 here. Love to see it.
From Skelm, Jack Regan, Good Idea, Vivid Red Sky. Sin to Win and Gayatri last at the 800 metres. So Beau Belmain led by a length and a half. To in second, Scholarly, who's niggled at from Hackey. Next in the field,
Yeah, 13's done.
Still sticking to the inside at the moment. Might have a tiring horse in front of it in a moment. Then came Miramar around the turn. Ventura.
Come on, 312. Where's the 12 at?
Those horses as they come into the straight. Hackey takes Beau Belmain. There's room for Vow and Declare. Ventura Storm, Skelm run on. Then Jack Regan back to the inside. So it's Hackey at the 3.
Get this 12 up on the rail.
By 2 lengths, Ventura Storm, Skelm. Vow and Declare's got work to do. Sin to Win's coming through from Good Idea. Hackey below the 200. 2 lengths, Sin to Win the threat from Skelm. Good Cinderwin. Hackey holds
God
Cinderwin.
damn it, I'm an
Hackey's
idiot.
gonna last. Hackey won it.
God.
Quarter Cinderwin. Third good idea from Skelm. Then
Oh, come on, Pie.
and Ventura Storm from Humboldt Current Miramar. Well back Vivid Red Sky, a gap to Scholarly, and Beau Belmain has knocked up to finish at the end. Hackey number 3, Declan Bates for Archie Alexander. There was initial money for this horse into single figures, but out to $13 in the end, $13.80 and $3.40. Defeats Sin to Win. And also, good idea, Sin to Win, T.O. Nugent for the Hayes Davidic
It's
yard
just a
ahead of
dumb.
Good Idea.
God, that's.
Damien Oliver for Philip Stokes.
Man, that's what's tough in Australia. It's so easy to make.
15 and then 40.
So easy to make the wrong betting decision. I mean, whenever you have a European runner in an Australian marathon race, it's always very, it's always an important point of note to give them kind of the extra look. And the three, clearly, they've been working on relaxing him in the first 2 races in the prep. And yeah, and there you go. I mean, he sat behind speed, kicked in this race, and Vow to Win is showing his Melbourne Cup effort to be more and more fluky by the race. So, we'll see. All right. God. Let's watch the race from Australia, baby.
Friday turns in front with Las Vegas, and Van Giz after a wide run goes up to hit the front, got there early. Van Giz, it's been very brave. Bollywood comes after it. East Asia getting through. Van Giz in front, tackled by Bollywood. Bollywood goes to Van Giz, who's been very game, but Bollywood beat Van Giz. Third East Asia, Fanciful Dream, and then Miss Sure Shot from Mesa. They were followed by Dancing Rachel, Invincible Kiss, and then came Las Vegas, Dancing Friday, the Iron Maiden, and My Little Racer.
Well, the intent.
All right. Oh, man. These are bets so far. God, we really blew it on that first one. Could have just been swimming in profit after one race. All right, let's look at Australia C here. It's 12 and 16 are scratched. Okay. All right. A little short sprint, open sprint, 5.5. Rose Hill, let's get it. All right, so here you go, the one. It's funny, the one looks like he has good form everywhere except Rose Hill. Definitely a concern. Races are even. 2 has like the exact opposite problem. His best races are at Rose Hill. And from what I can see, his only bad race was on a heavy track, which is an absolute mega toss of a race. Gets Huey Bowman. He's put in 2 barrier trials that look sparkling. I mean, we're definitely going to mark him for a second look here. Soothing. This is a good Flemington. Good race on this straightaway sprint. And this is a lot of this distance. It seems like this is the horse's specialty. 5.5. Post is definitely an issue. Go on to the next one. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what the hell we're supposed to do with this. Weird. No way you can handicap that horse. Okay, the 5. Here's Glenn Boss again. Pretty sure it's the same connections that won the last race. It's funny, this horse had the same issue. Lots of post problems. And this is clearly an easier field than the last. Doesn't have to carry as much weight as before. 7 for 15 on the good track. 2 for 4 at Rose Hill. Okay at the distance. Favorite, lukewarm favorite at the moment. Alright, what do we have here? Nash. Interesting. Canberra horse. This is a serious runner. And Nash has done some good riding. Interesting. Went down to Canberra to ride this horse in that open. Must think a lot of him. Wow. Yeah, won that big race in real quick. I mean, I'm pretty sold. Pretty sold on that 6. 7, another 5.5 specialist. I don't know what we're trying to do here. I don't know what the 7's trying to do here. God of Thunder. So the 9 is an interesting horse because those last 2 races are, not too bad. But these ones before, so this horse at 41 to 1 beat the horse we like, which is a 6. I mean, the other races aren't bad. This Gold Coast, huge sprint stakes, kind of throw that out. And before that, it looks like they got some traffic trouble. It was only a length behind, finishing 7th. Tommy Berry. Definitely something to look at. It's a big field. Wow, 10 hasn't done much wrong until that last race. Tough post. Horse hasn't done well with tough posts. Definitely an interesting type. Yeah, 11's too slow for this group. Troll scratched. 13, Malia Magic. Shout out to Alan Walker. That horse is too slow too. Let's see, 14, Resin. I don't know. I would just have to see more with this one. Bad post. Just hasn't shown a ton of interesting efforts. 15. Featured Pippa. It's one at Rose Hill. Good at the distance. Lightweight. Won this Rose Hill race. I mean, it's hard because it was on heavy ground, but so it's one at the track. Gets the post. Has the speed to compete. Coming off a layoff, but you know, 4-year-old young runner. I mean, this is a serious. Yeah, I'm surprised this horse. I wouldn't be surprised if the horse takes a lot more betting here. Oh, bled. That's why the horse has been laid up. Horse the bleeder, and still finished third. Wow. And the 17, also eligible. He is too slow. So let's, man. So let's do something with this 15. Ooh, this is a tough race.
Run this campaign, so he's at his peak fitness now.
So
Expect him to run well. I'd put him into my top 3 selections.
Okay, and how did Graf appear to you, Duff and Lizzie?
Look, the blinkers on at the second trial in race day today. I think race position is look, he's a real stallion now. So race position early is the key to him. If he jumps and takes an interest here, 3 or 4 lengths off them, I think he's the horse to beat.
I feel that his parade was probably better, even though he wasn't in here for very long. He had one lap around here and then went out. I feel his parade is probably better than it has been in previous preparations first up because he was a lot more settled. He still carries that little bit of weight through his midsection, which will come off after today's run, but certainly done enough for the 1100 fresh.
Okay, Annabelle Neesham for Kieran Maher and David Eustace. All Too Royal, what an outstanding galloper this is. Eight wins from 19 starts and 5 placings. Never runs a bad race.
No, he doesn't. He's been a really consistent galloper, and like with a lot of these sprinters, he's sort of got better and better with age. It's been a long time between runs, but his fresh record's very good. His last run in the Oakley Plate was extremely good. He was going to run in the Galaxy, he just had a little setback, so he's nice and fresh into this. We were going to run him last week, and we just thought his work's been nice and sharp, and we'd preferred the 1100 in the handicap conditions.
Good luck here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Annabelle. Let's get the pick of the yard with Lizzie.
And with All Too Royal on top, I thought he paraded well. I've seen him a number of times in previous preparations around the same stage,
Man,
and
this
he
is
just
a tough
looks
race.
really well in condition. Great coat on him, very fit. He does get a little bit hot and fizzy when he goes out, but that's usual practice for him. I think he can run a big race. Graf is obviously turning up in great order. That improvement will come after today's run. And I thought also the one Tactical Advantage, the 2 Chris Lee's horses, they can run really good races. He's now at his peak fitness.
Yeah, I'm staying with 2, 5, 10, 6. I think the 4 horses in the market fight this race out. I'll lean Graf's way. Hopefully Bowman can keep him in touch early and then see if his class can come to a 4 late here. He'll be very hard to beat. All Too Royal, he's a beauty, never runs bad. I think we've got a new favourite here, Villamai. I think the punters think 1100 Rose Hill, a very hard race, track and distance to run them down on. And Handle the Truth will run boldly with Bravilla back on board. 2, 5, 10, 6. Is he the favourite? Is she the favourite, Villamai?
At the moment, let's hear the second part of the Chris Lee's interview. Let's just be...
through, but he's getting to the best price he's been now since Monday in the all-in market here. Wednesday at $5 now. 5 a pair, Graf and Villamai. We got All Too Royal just out a tick to $6. Handle the Truth's in a point. In fact, a point and a half. 9 it got to at its best into 750. Albumin, sneaky little go it. 26 into 12, thank you. Today, he's a grey Albumin. He was born brown, but he's now a grey. He's at 12, along with God of Thunder and Tactical Advantage. Agent Pippa out to 16 with Soothing. 26 and longer the rest. But Graff and Villamai equal favourites here for the 4X Gold Rush. Greg, race number 5.
Let's hear the second part of that Chris Lee's interview I did prior to the previous race. Here he is talking about his 3 runners here, starting with Graff. And the other horse we're interested in today is Graff, who returns, and by gee, he is well overdue for a win.
He certainly is, but he's raced at a very high level, throughout his career. He's had a few issues, and they've been well documented. He's certainly he'll present well in the yard. He's had a good grounding for the race. Just needs to find that get back to the winner's stall, but he certainly can with a nice run in transit today.
Because you've got 2 horses other than him in that race, Tactical Advantage and the speedy Agent Pippa as well.
Yeah, Agent Pippa, she'll run along and she'll take some catching. She's very effective fresh, and Tactical Advantage is going quite a lot better than he probably form reads, and little fresh and back to 1100, he'll be effective today.
All right, good luck with all of them.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Chris. Yes, he races in new colours now, Graff. He's been purchased by Australian Bloodstock, and that was prior to his last run in the Hunter. And Aquis are involved as well with this 4-year-old Entie by Star Witness, formerly owned by Alan Bell. So they're loading in for the first leg of the quaddie. 15 to go round here, 1100. And let's go to Mitch Manners for his call of race 5.
Thanks, Greg. So we're getting ready. This would be by far and away the best edition of the Gold Rush from the Hawkesbury Cup program that we've had since the inception of the standalone Saturday. Quite a number of Group 1 and Group 2 formed during the carnivals lining up here. Now Godolphin with 3 runners, Soothing blue cap, white cap on Badajoz, and a red cap on Resin as Badajoz comes up. Spending to win, about to load. So Graff wearing the Australian Bloodstock colours today, and also the Aquis checked cap. He's about to come up riderless. Tactical Advantage has got the Anzac khaki colours on. He's got a bit buzzed up behind the gates, Graff, but he's moved up into the stalls now. He's been a little easy in betting as we get close to start time. Gimme Shelter about to come up. So Tato Key, Villamai, Resin, and the riderless Malaya Magic will be the last 4 to get ready. On the 8-race card, this starts the quaddie. So here's Malaya Magic coming up. And now 2 out. Villamai and Resin. And looks like Villamai will just run favourite here from Graff.
Oh, man.
And All Too Royal. Set to run. Red lights. Bit of movement. Calls a wait. Starter holds. Right now, they're away. Handle the Truth. Missed the start by 2
Oh, my
lengths.
goodness. Come on,
First one out
6.
was Villamai from Spenny to win. They're going to run 1 too early. 2 lengths away in third is Agent Pippa. Then followed Malaya Magic up to 4th. Albumin 50 inside. Soothing's working up to midfield. A touch wide in the centre is Graff. And then followed Resin, God of Thunder. Tactical Advantage behind those. And then followed Tato Key and All Too Royal. Gimme Shelters back third to last. And then followed Badajoz and Handle the Truth as last after being average away. Villamai really rolling at the 450. Leads by a length. Spenny to win. Malaya Magic third. Agent Pippa pushed along in 4. Then followed by out deeper in the track. Soothing and Resin running on with God of Thunder. Graff's behind those. Needing to
Wow.
clear at the 250. He's starting to thread through now. Villamai in front, a length clear from Spenny to win. Graff's getting out now. And then God of Thunder. It's Villamai still in front from Graff and God of Thunder. Villamai's needing the post. And here's Tactical Advantage flying.
Jesus.
Tactical Advantage out wide on the track will grab Villamai right on the peg. 30, the God of Thunder or Graff in a busy finish. Albumin next in, then followed behind those. Next in was Soothing. Spenny to win. Agent Pippa, Resin. A long way back was Badajoz. And then followed All Too Royal, who never came on. Tato Key, Gimme Shelter, Malaya Magic.
Well, we should be very proud of those Anzac colours, which the top weight are carrying in every race. But when it gets down to the business end and you're not used to those colours, what in the hell is this? It's tactical advantage in the Anzac colours. Number 1, stretching right out for Josh Parr, will get up and grab the flying Villamai. And third home, number 8, God of Thunder, in front of Graf.
Yeah, he's been a terrific horse for connections. There's no...
Oh my goodness, that was exciting. Not for us. We had none of those runners, but that's it's kind of one of those things you have to do at Australia. You just have to take the good with the bad. Yeah, we did not call that one well. We looked at the one and we just kind of forgot about them. There's just a lot of different options in that race. See, is there any scratches here? There is not. 7 furlongs. Let's go. Let's do this. What do we have here? Let's see, horse. Look at this shit. The 4 is 444 at this track. Alright, well. There you go. Alright, so what do we have left here? We have $9. I think it's pretty obvious we like the 4. We're going to play 4 with the 811. Hunch bet on the 8. Rob McCune messaged me. And the horse McCune is in this race. So we're playing exact and triple. A lot of horses, a lot of marathoners trying to get a prep in here. One of them can definitely run to get a piece. Let's see who has the most third place finishes out of that bunch. There we go.
You going?
Miss Langrose only got what I think Justin will claim 154. The market's really behind him, 14 into 8. I didn't think he'd run 1400 here, but punters like him, folks. I'm 3, 4, 6 and 8. I love Silvera. Baccarat Baby. I think they're the two class horses here to fight it out. 6 Atana, she looked that good, and then 8 McEwen.
I guess the speed map says that Langro probably finds the front here. The only other horse perhaps bothering might be Cubus. All right, I'm going 4 to beat 8, 2 and 6. All set. Here's Josh.
And the red light turned on. Favourite Baccarat Baby just dancing about a little bit in the gates there. She's keen to get on with the job. Racing. Magstock a little bit slow. Baccarat Baby about 4th early. Langro was away best of all. The stablemates Cubus and Zaphonic Dancer both up there nice and handy. Baccarat Baby 4th and Sylvia 5th. I think that a half to Cool Chat Magstock Atana. 3 wide Victory 8. Second last there is McEwen. Last of all is Order again. So Langro by a couple here from Cubus and Zaphonic Dancer 3rd. 4th Baccarat Baby. A length and a half to Silvera. Cool Chap Atana, 2 lengths away to Magstock, and Victory 8, second last McEwen, last of all is Order again, about 10 to 12 lengths off Langro. They're led by a length and a half from Cubus, and 3rd is Zaphonic Dancer. 4th Baccarat Baby, 50 inside is Cool Chap, that's outside Silvera. After a couple of lengths in is Atana over on the inside. As Magstock, Victory 8, McEwen still second last, and Order again. Swings and last at the 500 metres marker. Langro narrowly from Cubus, and 3rd Zaphonic Dancer. Baccarat Baby has eased towards the outside. Silvera likewise, and Cool Chap over on the inside. But Langro led the way by a length and a half to Zaphonic Dancer. Here's Baccarat Baby chiming in. Likewise Silvera. Langro, Baccarat Baby, Silvera. Late as Atana. Cool Chap over on the inside. Baccarat Baby, Silvera. Baccarat Baby, Silvera the outside, stride for stride, Silvera, Baccarat Baby, Silvera. Silvera defeats Baccarat Baby. 3rd's either Atana or Langro. Close up, Magstock, Victory 8, Cool Chap. Order again, followed by Cubus and McEwen. And the last one was Zaphonic Dancer.
Oh, you just got to love this fellow. I love him. He's every time, like he just
all right, thanks guys. Thanks guys for watching.
She was great, Baccarat.
I am tired, and I fired a couple bullets, but I'm too tired to really handicap well at this point. So I'm gonna hit today. Y'all have a good night.
They're both in the running line now.